Ruby hexagon is a hexagonal B button.
That's pretty cool.
It's in the name. You know, Ruby hexagon. And she's hexagonal.
A hexagonal button.
In this triagonal sign. I always hate that song because you should say triangular. That's the correct word in that sentence.
Oh my lord.
Triagonal is
Elena.
the wrong word.
It's not the wrong word because you know what they mean.
I don't know what they mean because that's not what triagonal means.
Oh, well, how do you know what they should say then?
Because he's referring to a triangular sign.
You didn't think he was talking about the color of the sign? Did you?
I think you're talking
You didn't think he was talking about the size of the sign, did you? You knew he was talking about the shape!
You knew he was talking about the shape, didn't you? Triagonal isn't actually a word.
Yes, it is. Just said it. Get over yourself.
Irregular formation of trigonal after tetragonal.
If I have to fucking tolerate Americans saying addicting at me, then I will fucking I'll broil you over this. Addicting also sounds annoying. Triagonal sounds fine.
No. Triagonal sounds like shit.
No, it doesn't.
This butthole-shaped sign.
It's not butthole-shaped.
It is now, when I'm done with that.
Oh, you know, we can't take you anywhere, can we?
You can take me to
we
the
also
fun
can't
fair.
leave you at home. Nope, you're not going to the fun fair, not allowed.
You can take me.
Nope.
I didn't get enough rings. Chat, I didn't get enough rings. You're gonna have to put me in jail now. I didn't get enough rings. Collect clocks within the time limit.
Or else. Oh shit!
Is that a raid?
Yeah, it's a raid from Dot Matrix.
Oh cool, hello. Thank you for the raid.
Welcome, the pixels of the Dot Matrix, to the FlutterBug stream. I'm your host, BisTheFairy, and this is my little cohort,
You're not
Elena.
the host. Thank you.
Yes, I am.
Why did you call me a cohort? Instead of a
It sounds
co-host.
funny. It sounds funny, I'd say cohort.
Me when I'm cohorting. Why is it only giving me like 2 seconds to get to the sun? Because this game's too hard.
Elena, are you just like...
I think everybody was right and this game was very difficult.
I mean, couldn't you go into the challenge of a Chaos Control primed?
No, it's locked.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
A court.
Are you just doing a load of random fucking hub missions?
Yeah, because I saw them and I needed to do them. Because they were there.
I think I'm gonna pummel you actually.
Why?
Because this is the worst possible time.
This doesn't think I can handle it.
No, I just think this is the worst possible time to have picked to have done this.
Why? Because I'm stinky?
Because do you remember where we are in the story? I mean, you do, but like that's beside the point.
Oh, it's Big the cat. Bye, Big. Well, I don't know where else. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Like, it's pointing up there, but I don't know how to get up there.
So it's just like, okay. I guess I'm just gonna do all the side content of the entire game.
Well, because I come across them as I'm like on my way trying to figure out how to get up there. So like, how am I supposed to contain myself? You know, they're there, asking to be done. You know.
You know what I do when they ask me to be done? I say, no.
The busy burgers.
No, and busy burgers. Old family recipe. Old family recipe. Oh my God, I was listening to the Fun Pizza on the way here.
The Fun Pizza?
Have you never heard of the Fun Pizza? Oh, you don't know about the Fun Pizza?
No, of course not. Where would I?
Okay,
the only pizzas I've ever heard of are deeply unfun.
Okay. Let me find a tab I don't mind sec. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just open a new window for now.
Oh my God, Biz.
Okay, shut up. Anyway, the Fun Pizza. Oh yeah, there it is! There it is!
How do I make Shadow glide?
Okay, Elena, first things first, can you just take a look at this image I'm sending you? And I'll read out the caption for you.
You just press the right trigger, got it. I thought I broke my right trigger the other day, but it turned out I was just pressing it way too hard. It was getting stuck to the little rubber pad that it collides with to stop.
That's a shame.
Biblically accurate black dome.
You go in his ball hole to initiate the stage.
Oh, that's a watermelon with fruit on it.
No, it's a Fun Pizza. It's a Fun Pizza.
The watermelon with fruit on it.
No, it's a Fun Pizza.
You're a fun fucker.
Okay, I'm reading this out. For the record, this caption is by Darecrow on Tumblr. Imagine going to a party in a white suburban state. Thank you for showing it on screen.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
Imagine going to a party and a white suburban stay-at-home mum with two overachiever kids and a white dad who barbecues but doesn't know how to barbecue, and yet is always surrounded by other white dads who compliment his barbecuing, even though they're just store-bought pre-shaped frozen patties from Ralph's or Food for Less. While he's cooking those, the white mum comes out and says, "Okay, kids, here's some pizza," and she pulls this out and starts telling the kids why it's a Fun Pizza, and then cries in her master bedroom when no one likes it or finishes it, and then the white dad is there consoling her while she sobs that she's a terrible mother and ruined her 4th grade straight B+ son's birthday and thinks her kids hate her, but they don't care. She continues crying softly into her pillow while the children eat poorly cooked burgers with unmelted Kraft singles and too much mayonnaise. And the only other condiment are 2 pickles and pepper because the dad calls it his special burger with a secret spice, but the spice is just pepper, and the kids keep playing E-rated games on the Nintendo Wii, while the 17-year-old older sister starts cleaning up the tragedy and throwing away the uneaten Fun Pizza. And whole burgers dejected from the start while she dials Pizza Hut.
What's the notification? I can't see it. Look at the stream. What is it?
Rated with 5 viewers.
Well, another ad. Nice.
Top Tom 924.
Thank you for their ad.
Okay, I'm near the end, by the way. I'm almost done. While the 17-year-old sister starts cleaning the tragedy up and throwing away uneaten, quote, Fun Pizza, and whole burgers dejected from the start while she dials Pizza Hut to get these kids an actual birthday lunch. and the mother then throws a fit because the daughter did something the kids liked and she didn't, and she's the only one making a huge deal out of it, and the daughter was then grounded from her TV in her room for only 2 days, and then the son went to blow out the candles in his standard birthday cake from Food for Less. The mum added strawberries to the cake so she could feel like she'd done something, but it was still slightly teary and sad because her day was ruined by nobody wanting to eat her fun pizza.
We turn you down just a tad. You feel like you're like blasting my eardrums with this story. Good. No.
First time? First time? Oh, we're playing Shadow Gen. Yeah.
The best time I've seen a raid actually during the fun pizza story. Just dropped in the middle of the fun pizza story. There's no context.
I'm gonna be real,
anyway,
right?
The only thing that came to mind during this was like my mom makes the hamburgers, and she like actually like makes them. She doesn't use like pre-made patties or anything. So
that's pretty cool.
The story is thoroughly unrelatable to me because my mom makes good hamburgers and unfun pizzas.
I like this game a lot too. I think Shadow Gens. I have very pinpoint complaints, but they're small.
Oh, here we're going into Doctor Strange zone again. I always forget that sliding is a thing in this. Also,
it's funny how general.
Oops.
Oh yeah, because that's the gimmick of sliding, is that you don't boost.
Oh, me when I don't boost.
It's a bit of a weird set piece, I don't get it. Why
is boosting.
Why is he on a downhill and his decision is to slide instead of roll? 0 out of 10, worst game ever made.
I'm Shadow, I don't roll.
He can't! He did it SA2 though! And Shadow the Hedgehog! Not 06, they've forgotten that one.
Yeah, see, in 06 is where he, like, became mature.
He's a fucking... He's literally a hedgehog. He should do it.
Oh, he spins in midair, though. So
wait, you don't like... You don't like Superstars as well? Everybody
hates Superstars haters.
We're so...
I love that game.
I'm gonna be, like... I don't know, It just confuses me, that one. But yeah. I mean, don't like in terms of like
by the Superstars haters lately.
In terms of actual in terms of like Sonic team headed stuff, not like side studios and stuff though. I agree. Like this is like the best Sonic team output since Generations. Which means Generations is the best game since Generations. Oh, Elena doesn't like Trip Story. I do.
I don't like it because... Well, the only reason I don't like it is because of that they made it much harder to get the frickin' Chaos Emeralds. And they're required for Trip Story, and there's no simple way to get them. And so, like, the Moon Medals in Unleashed, I just was like, I don't feel like doing this, so I'm not going to.
I think every Sonic game needs,
I've never finished Trip Story.
I think every Sonic game needs, like, a guy called Terry in the office who, like, just sort of sits at the back smoking and then occasionally is like, hold on. Because, like, every single game they make has, like, one just silly oversight that doesn't need to be there. Because with Superstars, a lot of the issues that people have with the difficulty in Trip Story would probably be eased if it just zoomed the fucking camera out as if it was in multiplayer. I don't know why they zoom in for single player. It doesn't... Nothing is better about a 2D Sonic game for zooming the camera in. It's just bad.
Act 2 isn't 2D this time. They've ruined the pattern.
If you don't get the Chaos Emeralds before Trip Story in Pinball Carnival, you literally can't progress back out the game. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's where I got stuck.
Yeah,
I was missing one of the abilities you need.
It feels like there has to be
because like every other 2D Sonic game, you know, there's some way after you beat the game to kind of just grind out the Chaos Emeralds. I don't know why they got rid of that ability. Like literally all of them basically have a way to do that. Or they don't like limit you to like one Chaos Emerald per world, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. A surprising little Sonic advances in there. But yeah, that's. I always say this. My reason why I find Superstars, like, I find it surprising that people hate Superstars so much, is because people go to bat for like the Sonic Advance games, right?
I love the art style in Superstars.
Oh yeah, it does look quite nice.
And I love Trip the Sungazer, the Nunatutton character.
I think and like half the music's pretty great. The other half is like alright and good. Like I think even the bad stuff is like still like it's still serviceable. But yeah, it's like I don't know. It feels like the Sonic Advance game in so much as.
Oh yeah, but I remember hearing people complain about the music.
That's basically because it has every single style of classic Sonic music.
Is that another raid?
Wait, Jesse the Besties is raiding of 2!
What the hell? So many raids today.
Anyway, I was saying, Sonic
Superstars into a tiny baby. Did you see that? I killed that big thing and it turned into a tiny baby.
No! It turned into a little... No, it turned into a Black Arm Soldier with no limbs.
Whoa, Black Arm Soldier with no limbs.
Is that how they work? Do they like... Is that like how they... Do they like grow the bigger body around themselves as like a flesh mech? Oh.
Did you see that?
Anyway.
I missed that spring because I just flew past it and then I couldn't correct.
Anyway, I'm putting my foot down and I'm saying this now, otherwise I'll never get chance.
No, you're not saying it.
No, I'm saying it.
You're banned.
Superstars feels like a Sonic Advance game in so much as it has a solid foundation and it has a lot of cool things in it, right? But a fair amount of its content is like B+ grade, and then it has a handful of annoying things, including a bad 100% requirement. And that's like all the advanced games, in my opinion.
No, I did
and
it
people
again
go to bat for those.
Well, I did it differently that time, but same problem, basically.
You ever tried, No, never mind. I was gonna say something very mean.
Thanks.
Are those twerking Chow eggs?
Kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
Or are they Dunsparce? Okay, Sonic Advance 2 is definitely the worst one. Because its main problem is just the fact that the
I've never
screen's too zoomed in.
played any of the Sonic Advance games, so I have no opinion on this matter.
There's actually, on Twitter I saw some people who were doing like an Advance 2 decomp, and they had managed to make a version of a zoomed out camera. And that game's gonna be great, because it's gonna be the first playable version of Advance 2.
I'm just not gonna press the right trigger. At all. No boosting, no gliding, nothing. There we go.
You know, it's actually funny.
Yeah.
Do you remember I was making a game? See, I've mentioned before that I had a project at one point. There are a lot of ways was kind of similar to this game, in so much as it was boost formula, but you were slower. And it was more actual platforming, right? And now you have a power-up that turns your boost into also a glide, which is the only power-up that was in that game. Do you remember? It was the big daffodil that you stuck to your back. That thing.
What if I was a big daffodil?
I would say Elena. You remind me of spring.
I think if I was a daffodil, I would be small.
I'd say Elena, you're reminding me even more of spring now.
I'd be the smallest daffodil that you ever saw in your whole life, I think.
I hope they're planning DLC for this game. Like, we could do
there's the movie shadow thing.
That's true. That's true. But I hope they're doing more than, like, I don't know, that's like a...
That's cringe. The movie shadow DLC is cringe. There, I said that.
Oh.
Thanks for checking out the stream.
Okay. Have a nice din-dins.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, was I even supposed to come here? Seems like yes. How was I supposed to do that? No. Because I think everyone was right, and this game is hard.
You can just you could bear boost it to it.
Yeah, but do you think I thought of that? The answer is no.
Late. Well, you said, what could I do? The answer was, think.
You think I did that, though? Of course not.
Oh, are you an Arrows Club? Are you a sharer?
Of course.
Share
I'm always sharing.
Don't think. Oh my god. Oh, I wish I had access to the stuff on my old computer. Do you remember that really funny meme I made with like 02 from Kirby?
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's on my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah. Let me go get the link to that. It's a short, right?
No. Shorts didn't exist when we uploaded that.
Shorts didn't exist back then? Wow.
No. Shorts have only been around for a couple years.
Wow. What a shame.
They couldn't plan for someone of my skill, which is none.
It's wild that we used to watch clips of Dragon Ball that didn't have that one song by Notion playing over them.
Play boss. Is this like the final boss? Devil Doom? It's a funny name.
The time has come, Shadow. Agreed.
Me when my Doom is devilish. I had a dream the other night that we discovered aliens and they all looked like, they just looked exactly like green frogs. And they had little spaceships that they like fit like perfectly into. Like they would, like they just, like it was just like a pod that they slot into and then they fly through space in that.
Frogs?
Yes. And we found them because there's that project that they're doing right now where they're like mapping the entire universe from my perspective.
Oh.
In like high resolution. It was high enough resolution that they like pointed the thing at like this, at like specific part of the sky, and they saw the little frog aliens.
Little fralians?
Yeah.
Oh, Elena, I love looking at your YouTube channel. One of the first things it recommends for me is those marble-made comments are unhinged.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love it when you find unhinged things. It's
I
very
haven't
funny
actually made like a proper YouTube video in ages. I haven't had time for it, and I haven't had any ideas that I'm like super passionate about, and I'm like, I just gotta do it right now, you know? Like usually when I do a YouTube video, it's like I feel really passionate about like talking about something at the moment.
Yeah.
I haven't had anything where I'm just like, okay, I gotta make a video about this.
Well, maybe I gotta step up then. I have like at least 20 topics living rent-free in my head at any given time.
The last time I did was talking about Yoshi's weird lip.
Yoshi's weird lip?
Yeah, from Wonder.
Oh, yeah, that disgusting fucking thing.
And how I determined that I think it's just supposed to be like how Yoshi was in Super Mario World. Oops. Like how the road is just kind of wet and that's good enough for the manta, right?
Hell yeah, I found it. Thank you for having that on your channel. Oh, I lost a lot of things when my PC was replaced.
Did you hear what I just mentioned, Beth?
What?
You didn't actually lose them, by the way. I just want to make that clear for the audience.
No, they're lost.
They are not.
The PC has sat there untouched for several years on the side. It's going to be broken now.
Did you hear what I said about the slightly wet road, by the way?
Oh yeah, the road. It's moistened.
Right.
It's moist.
Why is this all happening on Radical Highway anyway?
Well, okay, think about this, right? Okay, well, you know, that's a lost cause to start with, but,
Shut up.
Okay, so
Hello,
what
welcome
is...
to the stream.
So, okay, so who is the mastermind of all this?
Black Doom.
And what's he want to do?
He wants Shadow to become pregnant with him.
Yeah, and how is he going about this?
He's trying to kill him.
No, does killing people impregnate them, Elena?
I don't know, maybe it does for Black Doom aliens.
Okay, so what has okay, so in all the cutscene, okay, so what has Shadow done since he's turned up here in the place?
He's done Sonic Generations, but Shadow version.
Yeah, but like what things happened that changed him along the way? You know, what was his arc?
He saw Maria again. Why does it
Yeah,
feel
what
like I'm
else?
like answering, like, why does it feel like you're like the teacher and I'm like the student, like answering questions? Like, it feels like I'm in like elementary school or something.
Because I'm trying
I'm, like,
to lead you so
We're
hard.
like talking
I'm
about
trying
like
to
a
get you
little
there.
book that we just read or something. You're testing
What
me on my reading comprehension. See,
Yeah,
I'm very good at
and
reading
currently it's
comprehension. I'm not very good at video game comprehension.
Okay, so what happened? What happened directly in the cutscenes at the end of the last stream?
Shadow said he's not going to be angry anymore.
Why might that be relevant?
So that he doesn't become so angry that Black Doom can like instantly teleport into him.
Okay, you're getting there. What is the significance of Radical Highway?
I have no idea. That's what.
So
Cause
do you
see,
remem-
that was my whole question: is why is it Radical Highway?
Do you remember
obviously
Sonic Adventure
don't
2
know.
at all?
No,
Okay,
I
so
get it
Sonic
confused
Adventure
with
2,
Sonic Adventure 1 all the time. You know.
Sonic Adventure 2. So basically, the first time we see Shadow in the importance of Radical Highway, right, is the place where we're first introduced to Shadow's original like mission in that game, right?
Which was
To kill all of humanity as revenge for Maria's death.
Okay. I
So it
remember
was
that
when he
from
was
games I've seen
angry.
recently.
It was when he was very angry. Did you get it?
What does that have to do with
'Cause you-
Radical Highway Zone?
Because he was angry there.
And Black Doom knows this?
Well, okay, so
Oh, he knows this. He knows Shadow was angry.
it's already been established that like Shadow and so number one, right?
Oops.
Okay, so I will admit, right? Like this is like something that like you have to do a little bit of legwork for. So number one, Black Doom is psychic anyway, right? This is already pre-established in Shadow the Hedgehog, right?
Black
the Black
Doom's a dark
Arms.
empath.
Yeah, he's a dark.
Sarazat's voice echoes in your head.
Like number one, he's supposed to be psychic or something. The Black Arms, I think at this point, the Black Arms are supposedly a hive mind, right? You know.
I'm not very good at the squid thing.
Also,
I'm not very good at squid games. Unless it's Splatoon. That's a squid
also,
game I'm good at.
also, you know that like Shadow, that animation we watched, the YouTube one, right?
Yeah.
That one apparently sets up how Black Doom returned. Because do you remember there was a little pustule on the Ark in like a tube somewhere, right?
Uh-huh.
I've seen people saying that like the room that Black Doom like in one shot or something, right? It's like you can see Black Doom like when in one shot of like Black Doom's return, even from the credits of that or from the the recap in this game or something,
Why
you
do
could
they
see
insist on the squid power up so much?
Oh yeah, it's just it's kind of just terrible, to be honest. I was watching like a review of this game yesterday, and it was like the first time I had seen anybody actually like the squid, and I was slightly confused. But the point is that Black Doom probably revived himself by transmuting himself into the pustule, right?
Mm.
And the pustule
Me when I'm a
probably.
Pustule. Like he's saying splendid. Like he's the glob glow glab glab.
I am nothing.
The glob glow gab glab is like the poster child for a character that would say splendid in my brain.
Oh. I would think of Henry from Thomas. He feels like somebody would say splendid to me.
All this to say, Black Doom is not somebody who I would expect to say splendid.
What would you expect him to say then?
Cool.
Oh, he's pulling his dick out.
Badass.
I think he'd say it more like glorious or something like that, you know?
Glorious.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Well, Elena, you disagreed with that line. It's time to kill Ian Flynn. As is tradition within the fan base.
He hit me with his huge dick. This is the end. I'd more expect him to say splendiferous than splendid.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Splendiferous would be more
Splendiferous is a word.
that would be more in character.
Do you think Black Doom would say triangular or triagonal?
I don't think he knows what a shape is. Black Doom's never heard of geometry. I mean, look at him. He clearly hasn't. Does this look like a man who knows about geometry?
Well, all of his like,
I mean, he is
tech
producing
is, like,
squares.
flesh-based, so it makes sense.
Well,
That is true, though, isn't it?
it kind of flies in the face of that idea.
Well, these are squares that are these are squares of Radical Highway, aren't they? I think, right?
Well, they're all fleshy.
Well,
They're
put
like
the flesh
flesh
on the
squares.
Radical Highway squares. I mean, look at those buildings in the background. He's struggling to replicate the square buildings. They're worming around. Squares are like these arcane human things. You know. That's how it works. Is animal people are all about circles. Human civilization is all about squares. And the black arms are squiggles. Squiggles and pustules and urethras and all that sort of stuff. They're all fleshy.
Urethras. Black Doom and his many urethras.
Squiddles. Oh my god. Oh, he is kind of a horror terror, isn't he?
A horror terror?
Yeah, you know, a horror terror. From Homestuck.
Why would I know anything from Homestuck?
Sorry, I thought you were based.
You know I don't know anything about Homestuck.
And yet I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm quite nice like that.
I've been doing this battle for 11 minutes now, by the way.
Looks like you're missing something.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's taken a while, isn't it? I mean, do you remember during Mephiles you kept ignoring the thing that said hold rather than press?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Okay.
Game's being very generous with the amount of rings it's giving me. 12 minutes now.
I'm gonna be honest, I've only done this fight once. I don't know it well enough to say what you're doing wrong, if anything.
Oh shit, he used chaos control. Where did he get the... Where did he get a chaos emerald?
It's kind of established you don't actually need a chaos emerald to do chaos control.
Well, then how come Shadow's been like determined to like carry this one up his ass the whole game?
Because it's like because it like improves your ability to do it or whatever. Like Shadow's done chaos control with an emerald before. Like that was the climax of Shadow the Hedgehog. And also, even when he doesn't have a chaos emerald, he can like do his little teleporty things we've seen before, which are a chaos control ability.
His little teleporties. Shadow are these cute little teleporties. Did you notice our visitor in the background today, by the way?
Is that fucking Mr. Hippo?
It sure is.
Mr. Hippo talking about the time he got to
I just
appear
told
on
Sasha I
FlutterBug.
forgot to put somebody in the background this time, and then Sasha just put him there.
He's telepippy. He's telepippy. Telebibbies. Telepippies. Telepippies.
Telepibby glitch.
Now, to end this.
Shadow the Hedgehog and his widow teleporters. Is that the tune of Black-Hearted Evil? Or am I just hearing things? Do 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 da 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 da. I could have sworn I heard that in there, but it vibrated the controller so violently it was like making like an audible noise.
That's pretty cool.
Like my hands are like tingling now.
Oh my god, Elaine, you got a D. No, you
sure
got a
did.
D.
I got a D from Black Doom's giant deck.
Great, thank you for that.
You're very welcome. Oh man, well this is gonna suck for playing for like trying to 100% the game. I don't have access to my abilities anymore.
Nice work.
I can't believe Radical Highway was just a load of Vimp.
There's an interesting problem with the rigging on his model there, with his leg attached to his body at that angle.
Noticing, we have to do it now.
Very well. I leave it to you.
There's a nice little seam formed there.
Rouge is ready for the colonoscopy. Let's go.
Might need your help.
I need to settle something first.
Whatever. Shadow?
He was gonna land on them for a second.
Maria.
I'm okay. Really.
Professor, what's happening?
Not a big surprise.
Without Black Doom's influence, the time anomaly is beginning to heal. We are returning to our own point in time.
I'll stop Rouge. Use chaos control. Stop this moment in time.
Shadow? No. I don't want to be frozen in one place in time. Besides, your friends need your help.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
You're right, it really is funny that Shadow goes through all of this and then shows up at the final boss of Sonic Generations and is like, you can do it, Sonic!
Pulls us apart. I will always be your heart.
I love all the memes about Sonic Generations versus Shadow Generations. like what Sonic goes through and what Shadow goes through. He got his one tear directly on her face.
I think the story of this game is like kind of understated, but quite nice.
Yeah, it's much better than Sonic Generations story for sure.
Oh,
Though that's a very low bar to clear though. So
you know,
like,
if you were
doing
so
literally
insistent,
more than nothing will get you a better story than Sonic Generations.
I feel like the way we should have done this playthrough was we should have played through all of Generations up to Egg Dragoon, then come to all of Shadow Generations, then come back.
Oh my god.
But yeah, basically
No, I should have
it's a
played them
story of
simultaneously so that they both lined up at the shadow fight at the same moment.
each controller is in one hand and one foot.
I'm just imagining just sitting like with my legs crossed so that each foot like hits one hand. It's like
That's how the monks do it.
surely somebody has done this before. You can't
That's
be
the-
the first
that's the-
person to ever come up with that.
This is like the Armored Core crab grip on steroids.
Speaking of controllers, I wonder if my new controller has arrived yet.
Oh, interesting. I hope so. That'd be fun. But yeah, basically, it's just a big old
Nope, not
story
yet.
where Black Doom tries to piss Shadow off a lot, and then Shadow
Tries to
gets really
piss.
pissed. He gets really pissed, and then Maria's like, "That's scary and sad," and Shadow's like,
Shadow,
I
you
guess I
should
won't
hold
be
in your
pissed
piss.
anymore.
Shadow, please stop pissing. You've
Rouge
gotta learn to hold it
turns up-
in, Shadow.
Rouge turns up like,
Damn.
"Wait a minute, what the fuck you talking? Shut up." That's the plot of Shadow the Hedgehog 3.
I like that we've just extrapolated
You have the
from
piss
that
routes
meme.
and the no piss routes.
I like that we've extrapolated from that meme that Rouge likes when people piss. Like it's not just like this one isolated incident where she's like, "You piss loud as fuck. That's pretty cool." She just like she loves that. She's into it.
Yeah.
I swear that Windows does that on purpose. So it happens to me half the time. Like my computer pretty much only crashes when there's an update that it wants to do.
I can't believe Microsoft is evil.
She's never pissed before it impresses her.
What? Excuse She's never pissed before?
That's how she got increased.
Because it's just accumulating.
She's just filled with piss.
I like I'm just imagining if anybody managed to get like a crit, like a terminal blow on Rouge, she would just disappear in one frame, and like a blender piss particle effect.
Oh my god!
Like a fluid simulation. And it make the bad
Lord.
Nick destruction noise from like Sonic 1. Like, boom. Oh.
I think my favorite level in this was actually.
I'm sorry, Vaderoid. I'm sorry.
I think my favorite level in this was the Sonic Versus one. Honestly, I was really into that.
I mean, it's a pretty good.
I mean, I
It's
always
nice.
liked that level to begin with, so...
Oh, also, but I'm like, so the character's shadow faces in this game, right? He goes up against Mephiles, who was a tempter of him and the shadow of his shadow. He goes up against Sonic, who's the faker. He goes up against Metal Sonic, who tried to copy his ultimate life form data. I'm looking for the thematics here. He fights Black Doom, who's his dad. He goes to the stage from Forces, where he faces off against the Shadow
Fought
hologram.
Gerald Robotnik too,
Why?
because it's also his dad.
But this is Gerald from when he was good. Like what? Like
He should have been
you mean
dad fighting.
What? Oh, like okay. So imagine we get Gerald, like from his evil phase, right? So it's just Shadow, and you spawn in a room, and there's a frail old man strapped to a chair, and you boost, and you go, it's like you activate Chaos Control, punch him 100 times, time unfreezes, and he just becomes
And
like
then
a blood mist on the
He
wall.
explodes into piss, just like Ridge. Gerald Robotnik also never pissed. I think that's why Eggman got like rounder over time.
The entire Sonic series could
So
be
he
divided.
changed shape.
It could be divided into bladders and pisses. This is fucking terrible.
And this game's story was about Maria like telling Shadow that he needs to become a non-pisser. Like, he needs to hold it in. He needs to start holding that.
He needs to learn to be chaste and a good little Christian and not piss ever again.
Everyone knows God hates pissing.
But piss is stored in the villains.
Do you think that there's some cult or some sect of Christianity out there who believes that God hates pissing, and that it's sinful to piss, and that you have to hold it in if you want to get into heaven?
No.
Well, because there's the breatharians who believe that you can survive on nothing but breathing, and they just don't eat or drink anything.
I think
So,
there's
like,
a big
if that
difference,
can exist,
though.
if they can somehow make that exist, which is so like that will fail, like instantly. Well, okay. Well, the reason it doesn't fail is because it works on guilt. You know, like, oh, you're still eating food. You gotta.
I get the guilt angle, right? Okay, it's just I feel like hunger has a weird high that comes with it sometimes. like hunger eventually turns into fasting, which occasionally gives you energy bursts, right? Like occasionally you feel invigorated when you're hungry.
Anaerobic metabolism.
Yeah, when you need to piss, you just go ah and feel pain. There's no like moment where you're like, oh, I'm really connected with the divine here. You're just a big gross sack full of poison.
Also, my favorite thing about breatharianism is that the leader kept getting like caught with like McDonald's food and stuff like that, right? So he just changed the rules of the religion so that like Coca-Cola was exempt and like stuff like that. It was like McDonald's cheeseburgers and Coca-Cola are okay. Which is like
Incredible.
it's so funny.
Hey, oh god. It's a shame you don't have the
The
skins to
Tiny
show
Doom
off.
is here.
They're not very
Activate the
good,
Doom
but
7. Okay, not right now. Let's see if I can actually clear one of these.
yeah, you remember when you were trying to do all those little challenges and it was all red?
Yeah, they're hard.
Yeah, that's the hard mod. Well, that was Shadow Generations.
Hooray.
It's the
I'll
most
probably play it more
recommendable.
on my own, like 100% complete things and stuff like that.
It's the most recommendable Sonic game since the original Generations. I will say though, they need to fix their fucking angled jumping system, please. There's one flag, just turn it off, please. Modders already know about this. It's like the mod loader
Boys
probably
don't know
already has the.
about that.
It's just that I want this game has like a good like time trial scene, right? And it would be really nice if we could like play the game with this issue fixed and have the times be legitimate. Because the fact that like there is a moment of jump, vertical height, vertical speed jump cap sucks major league ass. I don't know. It was there in Frontiers because they wanted to fucking gate progress in their open world game, which is already wrong-headed, right? But like the fact that it's in here in this like free-form platformer that's all about shortcuts and time trials is sickening. I'm gonna find whoever's responsible and and hit them,
82.
causing them to despawn within one frame and spawn a Blender piss simulation.
The breath of mag.
Also, by the way, Elena, do you want to hear a really good tip for this game when it's time trials?
Okay.
Using Chaos Spear temporarily lowers your air friction.
What does that mean?
What do you think it means, Elena?
Using Chaos Spear temporarily lowers your air friction?
Yeah. What do you think that means, Elena?
It means what you said.
So imagine you went really fast off a ramp in Kingdom Valley, right?
Which one's Kingdom Valley?
It's the one that's like it's this sort of like medieval kingdom-esque structure.
Oh, you
and
mean
you're
the
in
one
a
with
valley.
the eagles?
Yes,
If
the
you said
one you were just
with the
at.
eagles, I would have known what you were talking about instantly.
Okay, if you're in Eagle Bumhole Zone Act 12, right, and you go off a ramp and you're going real fast, you can just mash Chaos Spear, and get a lot more distance. Just an interesting thing to consider, Elena.
I'm gonna forget that instantly. And or like not understand the utility of it. Like I'm just trying to use it. And then never try again.
There's such a thing as learned helplessness. And also learned insufferability.
There's such a thing as being consistent.
Oh, so at this point, it's like you can't grow as a person, otherwise
Yeah,
that
I'm being internally consistent to the narrative. I'm just being predictable and
tiring.
like predictable and reliable. You can always rely on me to do the same thing in every situation.
I'm tired.
Oh yeah,
anyway,
I'm just like
gonna
Goku, I'm having a linear character arc.
I mean,
Remember that
Goku still
bit?
learned things along the way, you know, like he learned
Yeah,
that
like I learned who I am.
I mean, Goku learned not to throw his son in a blender, you know.
Oh, I already know that one.
Why do I feel so blended then?
Because you're not my son.
God fucking damn it! Okay. Okay. Like, I don't know, like towards the end of Goku's like life, he was like looking for like an apprentice, you know, like that was like a new thing he was doing. He could learn new tricks, you know. He stayed true to his fundamental nature, but he could still learn and grow.
Why does my hair
It's
keep
just that
getting
that
all
wasn't what the story
scrunched
was
up?
about, you know?
Didn't even do anything. How did I get all scrunkled?
I'm just saying,
Like,
like... Oh, I'm so tired. Anyway, I gotta
You're
get
so
going
tired.
soon,
You have to
so,
go already. This was such a short stream.
yeah. We
I didn't get to do
we
anything
finished the
today.
game.
I didn't get anywhere in the Secret of Mana, and then... And now we're already done streaming this. And also my hair is being like extremely unruly for some reason. I had it like set up so good, like it looked so good before
Yeah.
the stream, and then I've been streaming it just like... I don't know why it just like moves around like that. I need more hairspray, I guess.
I think he needs a back brush.
What do you mean?
You know, brush from the back.
Huh?
Brush from the back of the hair.
Yeah, what do you think I do?
Well, I don't know. Just, front brush?
No. I like go underneath it.
Okay.
Deeply appreciated.
And what happens when you do this? What happens when you give them all their nuts? Is it like a secret ending or something?
I have no idea what happens, and I don't think I'm gonna find out.
Oh, you know, I'm
Because,
gonna
like,
find
literally,
out.
there is no margin for error. You've got to find every nut.
I'll do it. Is there any way to see, like, how many nuts you've got or anything?
I don't think there's any way
Or is it like
of
the
seeing...
fucking blue coins in Super Mario Sunshine?
I
You
think
just
it's
have
like
to
Mario
go through
Sunshine.
a guide and, like, the guide tell you every single location, and you just have to manually go through all of them and see which ones you have or not.
No, you're supposed to just look around and find them all.
You're supposed to use a guide and go through every single location it says and see which
No,
ones you have
you're
or
not
'cause there's
supposed
a
to use
checklist.
a... What? You're not supposed to go through a guide. You're not supposed... No guide! No guide!
Obviously, you're supposed to use a guide.
No guide.
If it doesn't make sense to do something in-game with the information you're given in the game, then you're supposed to use a guide. The purpose of a system is what it does.
You know, I just took a chance I probably shouldn't have done.
What was it?
Well, I was wanting to look up, like, look up, tweets about this system, just to see what people's general takes were. So I looked up shadow nuts.
Oops.
I should probably do bolts. Okay, that's
Shadow nuts
bolt.
and bolts.
Shut up. And when Elena is in the box, we will not know if she has said something funny or unfunny. Shadow nuts and bolts. Shut up.
Oh my god. We will not know if Lainey has said something funny or unfunny until we look into the box.
Fucking hell. I love how
Man,
much
how do I
of,
get up
like...
there?
It's a good question.
Well, where my dick at? I'm not gonna make it. Fuck me. I hate those clock ones, they're the worst. Is it the famous developer of Grey Zone and Tumblr posted that all? That is me, hello. I like the idea that people know me as a Tumblr poster by now.
Tumblr toaster.
Thank you. Sweet.
Hey Elena, you know the trailer they did for the movie DLC?
With Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, all Shadow says after turning up is, I've taken on a different form in this world, right? People are pointing out that until the game comes out, we don't know whether it's Shadow who appeared in that world or just actually Keanu Reeves. The line could work for either.
I am dreading the fucking movie DLC for this game. It's going to be so cringe. It's going to suck so bad. Also, yes, I am having fun. We beat it today.
Wait, hold on. You just got described as the famous developer of Grey Area. Wait, Grey Zone?
I think they were joking.
Okay, that's fair. I just want to clarify, by the way, I did all the good bits.
Oh, shut up. You did all the good bits. Come on.
I'm just kidding. I just did the final boss. And also some of the music.
You did the basic movement code. Though I
yeah, the basic movement code.
I like crunched it into the form that it is. And so it's kind of a big mess underneath, but it works.
Yeah, it's like if you go to any environment in Grey Area and just scrape the paint off, underneath everything is made of like... It's like those videos where things are made of sunflower seeds, except the entire game is sunflower seeds. Everything is made of sunflower seeds, and there's crayfish embedded in all of it.
Because you set up like a system for me to like easily add like moves and stuff like that, and I didn't understand how it worked, so I just duct taped my moves on top of the code, and so there's just like Jenga tower of stuff on top of your code when it all could have worked within it.
Yeah,
and you got increasingly upset at me. You got increasingly upset at me for doing it that way.
Because I made the cleanest systems possible in like the plainest language.
I didn't understand how it worked, so I was just like,
because you didn't bother to learn.
I'm just gonna do what I know works. It worked out in the end.
God, if anybody ever like
I think if we do that sequel we have planned. I think if we do that sequel we have planned, I think we should just redo the code from scratch. I think we should just clean all that up. It's like the first thing.
Okay. Yeah, and this time I'm gonna sit you down. I'm gonna force you to understand the systems. we're going back to the animation queuing system I like. We're going back to the state system I like. We're doing this my way.
The animation queuing thing, I did keep with. I did use that. So the
one where the main variable is just called anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no replacing the player object. For the love of God, please. This is a thing Elena always does. Is she'll need like some special character.
Yeah, for some things. Well, I didn't delete the player object. I just made it invisible and had it follow something else to do certain moves.
I'm sorry, Invalid. I'm so sorry.
We just finished.
I'm so fucking sorry.
We just finished the game.
Well, since Elena's seen all of it, what's your opinions of the game? If you don't have to worry about spoiling anything. Just say anything you want to. I know you're into speedrunning, and like Shadow Generation seems to have been a major W for the Sonic time trial community. So
I never defeated a great evil. Oh well, I only see this chat that's above me. I don't see the actual chat, and defeating the great evil doesn't show up in here. So I didn't know how I was supposed to.
Elena, stop pointing your finger upwards. You look like a TikToker.
Well, maybe I am a TikToker. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here we go. But yeah, next week we're getting back to this game. For best
I'm wondering, Invalid. It might be to do with like
Super Mario 3D World.
It might be something to do with daylight savings or something, because you've like turned up at the last second for all of them, right? So maybe in your region, the current time zone just puts this too early for you or something. Because I know that my time zone goes back to winter time before Elena's does, because she moans at me all the time.
I live in Arizona, so we don't change the time. I think we're just always in daylight savings time.
That's because Arizona's always in the daylight. It never gets dark in Arizona.
So half the year we are the same time zone as Mountain Time, and half the year we're the same time zone as Pacific Time. So there's just now a specific Arizona time zone. It's very silly. But yeah, so next week we're gonna get back to Super Mario 3D World. It's been like 2 months since we've last played it. This was like, we have to give up on our playthrough. It's been too long.
I was joking. I want on the record, I was joking.
So we're gonna get back to that. We're also going to finish Security Breach sometime soon.
Security Beach?
Yes. We'll probably do like this on Thursday, and then Security Breach on Sunday. Well, okay, well, Sasha's starting her new job soon, so that might change the schedule, because I want her to join for Security Breach, so we'll just have to make sure it's on a day off for her. But tentatively, we'll say that's on Sunday. And then, yeah, otherwise I'm just going to continue the stuff I've been continuing. I'm going to get the guide out for Secret of Mana. I gotta look into that a bit more, so we can beat that boss. I remember that being, like, one of the first, like, difficulty spikes, for sure. So, have a good night, or whatever your state has. Yeah, it's not getting dark yet here. Like, people are like, oh my god, it's getting dark at, like, 5 p.m., and in here, it's like 5:30, and it's
Mike
like, still light
Tyson's
outside, so.
Bare Ass on Netflix?
It was. But yeah, okay, so anyway, let me see my whole schedule. So Super Mario 3D World with Biss and Sasha on Thursday, and also on Thursday, I'm going to continue, Zelda. So it's gonna be Zelda, and it's gonna be this. And then, oh yeah, look, I have the cartridge for that too. So Zelda, 3D World. Then Saturday is going to be Patrick Star Game and Wizard of Oz. And then Sunday is going to be Secret of Mana and Security Breach. Their schedule. Hope you look forward to that. I will see you again on Thursday. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Biss.
Goodbye. Have a lovely evening, everybody.